Hey, what's up, everyone? All right, so listen, I've been running the chat room, since 2004, and I don't know that I've ever done this before, but I logged in this morning at 7:23 just to type in, hey, something came up, I can't trade today, pass this along to others, blah, blah, blah. Well, here it is. Took a screenshot. Apparently, nobody saw this. People started logging in, 6 minutes later. Nobody saw this and passed it along because I looked at the chat logs and everyone was wondering where the heck I was, hoping somebody would have seen that and passed it along. So anyway, my humble apologies. I've taken, I've taken sick days before. I've logged in and said, hey guys, I'm going to trade for the first 10 minutes, but I feel like crap. But for the most part, I've never done what I would call like this morning and just taken an impromptu day like that without letting anybody know ahead of time. So, here goes if you want the story. So my wife and I went down to Halloween Horror Nights, Universal Studios, and we went down there like right after the market closed yesterday. And first of all, Florida, you never know there's a pandemic going on because it is Universal is a sea of people. You can't even get a table in any of the restaurants in City Walk without a reservation. Which we've been pass holders for maybe 10 years, and I've never seen it like this. It's weird. And maybe some of it, maybe they're not filling all the tables. Maybe some of it is manpower shortage, so they're only doing so many tables. I'm not sure. But last couple times I've been there, you couldn't get into Margaritaville. For the next 6 hours, they had reservations and everything. So again, it might be maybe not fully staffed. I don't know. But it's open seating at the bar. My wife and I found 2 seats at the bar, which we never do. Right? We always get a table. It was kind of fun. It was a different experience sitting at the bar, but I had a few drinks. She had a few drinks, and then we were going to go, when it got dark, we were going to go do Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. So, which is just, just a walk through City Walk, and you're at Universal Studios. So, anyway, we're sitting there and having drinks, and then this other couple sits next to us, and, I guess we kind of hit it off, but, I don't want to get into too many details, but at some point, things got weird. He was telling us there's he kept buying shots. He kept buying us these shots, and I was drunk when he got there. So I had a few more, but I kept telling him, hey, I've got to drive home tonight. And he kept saying, well, we've got an extra queen bed. They were in a hotel down there, right by City Walk. You take a little boat there, which I personally don't want to end up a lampshade in someone's hotel room, right? So. That wasn't going to happen. But anyway, at one point, so he nice people though, but he goes to the bathroom, and I told his wife, hey, it was really nice meeting you guys, and we bailed, right? So we went to Halloween Horror Nights, but I needed to kill a lot of time. We weren't going to get the fast passes and go through all the haunted houses because I don't care anymore. I'm old. I get it. I'm going to turn a corner and someone's going to jump out at me with a chainsaw. At some point, that's not that exciting anymore. But because of all the bonus shots I was handed, we went ahead and bought the fast passes because I told my wife I have several hours to kill, and they're open till 2 a.m. We didn't have our phones with us because we wanted to just experience it and not have to carry phones and not catch ourselves taking pictures and recording everything. So didn't have our phones with us. So literally lost track of time, no idea what time it was. And then before I knew it, it was like 11. So we'd been there several hours. They're open till 2. We found this nice young couple. They were just going into the line when we were getting ready to leave into the line for a haunted house. And my wife said, hey, do you guys have fast passes? And they're like, no, because they're like $200 a piece. But it gets you right through the houses. And so she's like, bam, you do now. We're leaving. And these are good till 2. So it was cool. It was worth the money just for that because their eyes, they were so happy. Anyway, but at that point, we went and got something to eat after that. And so I didn't get home and in bed till after 2. So there's my excuse. Lame as it may be. I mean, it was a fun evening. But it cost me a day of trading too. Because there's no way. I got up, I set my alarm. I got up and put that message into the chat room to let everybody know I wasn't going to be there. And then nobody saw it. So anyway, there was no way I was going to get up, after just a few hours and try to trade, just because you really do. You got to be on your game to trade, and so I just knew better. Certainly didn't want to be responsible for putting out trade ideas in my condition, so that won't happen again. Things just got away from me last night, and I apologize. I could have just, I suppose, told you guys my car broke down, or that wouldn't make sense. I work from home. Anyway, I just thought I would tell everybody what happened. So I'll be back at it tomorrow. All right. Anyway, here's what I pieced together. It looked like from some of the messages in chat, it looked like some of you guys did pretty well. So that was always good to see. Good to see that you don't need me, right? Anyway, so the SPY looks like it closed at right around all-time highs. I did notice that Apple reported after hours. Right now it's trading around 147. We'll look at the daily chart on Apple. So there, it was kind of breaking out going into earnings. And went all the way down close to 144, but anyway, it's trading around 147 right now. So right here at the 20-day, I'm not trading it in after hours, but just pointing out that could cause some weakness tomorrow. That coupled with Amazon is trading at 3305 right now. So gapping down right now, at least to around here, after looking like it was going to break to the upside too. I think those. I know Amazon was a miss. I'm assuming Apple was a miss too, and talked about supply chain constraints and things like that. So anyway, those might weigh on the market tomorrow. Who knows? We play individual stocks, so it doesn't really matter. But what am I watching tomorrow? DWAC. I don't love this now because you had the crazy move, and then you had like a bounce, and then another kind of green day, but it already feels tired. The bounces weren't that substantial. I'm looking at this, hoping some of you guys in chat, they topped out right at 72.50, so I'm hoping, and then put in a lower high, hoping you guys grab that through 72.50. Looks like a couple minutes to 75, so a little scale, but you could have scaled out for a little bit of money. It looks like I would have expected more out of it. Just like yesterday, I would have expected more out of the high of day break there too. But so it does feel kind of heavy. Normally when I have a stock that goes nuts like this and then pulls back for a few days, you get when you get that first setup, you get a massive move, and we're not really seeing that in DWAC. But anyway, I'm going to keep it on a chart. BKKT, such a big move yesterday. Then today opened a little bit lower, took out yesterday's high, but then went out at its lows. I'm just looking at this thing's in a range from here to here the last few days. So for me, the big moves it's making, I've got to have that one on a chart too. Lucid, big breakout today. Wow. I hope you guys caught some trades in this one. Big volume, big breakout. I'm not even sure. I know yesterday they said they were going to start their first deliveries on October 30th. I'm not sure if there was fresh news or not, but the whole EV space, let me glance at Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's still grinding higher. The whole EV space needs to be watched now. And Lucid certainly interesting going into tomorrow. Big breakout today. MQ, I said I was hoping for another down day. We got it. I wouldn't mind seeing one more down into the moving averages, but I'm going to put that on bounce watch again for tomorrow. Intel just stays on bounce watch. It doesn't look. Let's go to 15s. No, it never did break its early high. You hear me talk about that all the time. And now you kind of have decent support from the last few days right in this area. So if we get an afternoon high of day break, you might get a decent little bounce in Intel. It's INTC. WIMI, little mini breakout today on some nice volume. So we'll see if we get a follow through day on that one tomorrow. PayPal. Finally, look at all these red days in a row. Then the gap up and more red days in a row. But it did bounce off this area back here. A little bit lower here and here. But did have a nice bounce in May off this area. And now it's been working down. You do have a little bit of a bottoming tail. From today. And topped out pretty close to 238. So that might give a follow through on that bounce to the upside tomorrow. VRAR, big breakout today. We're going to watch that for a follow through setup. FSR is another EV play. Fisker Motors, I believe. Attempted breakout today, but closed below that breakout level, which was right around that $16 area. So broke through it and went all the way to $16.85 before settling below that again. Anyway, if the EVs stay strong, that's another one we want to watch. XELA, potential gapper tomorrow, if it's still gapping in pre-market. Right now it's trading at 204 in after hours. Not much of a gap, but does have a recent high at 238. So if it's still gapping, we'll see. X is US Steel, trading at 25.11 right now in after hours. So they had some nice earnings news and I think announced a buyback and up their dividend. So X is one to watch. And then ABIO in after hours is trading at 308 right now. So if that one's still gapping, those three are worth watching for gappers tomorrow. Again, assuming they have the pre-market volume we look for and if they're still holding up. I'll find some other gappers in the pre-market as well. And I'm going to quit babbling. Sorry to bore you with my story from last night. Won't happen again. And I will see everybody in the chat room in the morning.